Okay, so previous class we were learning about personal selling. Uh, Personal selling is one person or a salesman who is gonna come to the buyer's place or the buyer's home, and he is gonna sell the product. Now here there will be face-to-face reaction, interaction. So any doubts regarding the product can be directly clarified by the salesman. So that is the basic understanding of personal selling. Now after which we saw the features of personal selling. Here it is personal interaction and there's two-way communication. There is much better response when compared to advertisements. There's a good relationship which will be formed with the salespersons, because if you go to any known store, why do you prefer going to a known store? Because you expect some discounts, or you expect good service from the person. So personal selling has that advantage. Then it is easy to convince in personal selling than rather than in the advertisements. So this is what we saw in the previous class. So today we are going to learn about its qualities of good salesmen. Okay, so there is just a little part of. So in qualities of goods, hold on. And this qualities of salesman question is asked for 6 marks. It's repeated in 3 exams already. So it will be asked for 6 marks. So first let us understand there are 5 qualities in total. Starting with physical qualities, and then social qualities, mental qualities, technical qualities, and other qualities. So we'll look after, or we'll learn each one of them. So first is physical qualities. The salesman should be having a pleasing personality, rather than overly built person with very shabby dressing. All that doesn't give him only confidence to sell the products. So if he's a good salesman, his personality must be good, his health must be good. He should be able to actively go around to do the sales, and he should have some dressing sense, which or what to wear and all that. That is also very, very important. And once he appears in front of the customer's first impression should be good. Why? Because if the customer looks at a person working in the store being very shabby, they don't like the person, or the store, they don't come back at all many times. So in that scenario, the good salesman first quality is to look very good, good dress, clean. He has to be he has to maintain his cleanliness. He has to have that confidence to go and explain about the products. See, it is very difficult to explain about the product, because even if the product has very less features, the salesman should be able to say those features itself as very big. Okay, now you see Apple iPhone. Okay, Apple iPhone, you have the same features as other phone also. Apple iPhone also, you can listen to the song, you'll have Bluetooth connectivity for the earphones. Then you can also use internet, mailing services, everything is there. Just that they have their own ways of doing it rather than the Android phone. Okay, Android phone has a normal Google Play to play songs, Google Movies to watch movies, or you can download any app there, or you have YouTube. But if you take Apple iPhone, they have iTunes. So they have their own store where you'll have to listen to the songs. But why do you think there's so much demand for Apple iPhone? The goodwill that has been you know which has been maintained by Google by giving the quality phones. Now if you take Apple iPhones, they say, okay, I have not used it until now, they say it is long lasting than the other Android phones, because other Android phones you can only use them for 3 years, 3 years is too much. 2.5 to 3 years, some many times 4 years. That's all. So the company has maintained all that. So similarly, when you talk about any product, when you go to buy any product also, you will first see if the shop is clean. Let's say you are going to a hotel. Now in that hotel, the hotel is very very dirty, and the person who is working there, the people who are working there are also not clean. You don't even feel like eating there. So good salesman, physical qualities are very important. Next, social qualities. Now, social qualities is his way of dealing with the customers. How well he is, or how good he is in pursuing the customer to, or convincing the customer to buy the products. Now you can see in few stores you will find one person, or at least in one store one person will be very good in dealing with the customer. Okay, once you go to the store, you will search for that person to, you'll search for the person to buy the product. So why is that? Because you like the way the person shows the product, or exhibits the product to you, or the way he speaks the product. He makes sure he does not, he gives you discount also, he makes sure he also get profit, or while leaving he'll say thank you, please come again. There's some good gesture that has been given by the person. So that is also important here to understand. So those are few social qualities. Then mental qualities. Is he really intelligent? Now, intelligence does not mean nobody is giving him math problems, or any other problems, or science, physics theories to solve. Okay. Mental qualities for a salesman is presence of mind. Now, what is this presence of mind? When he is there in a particular place, what is happening in his surrounding? Okay, let's say there is a person who comes to sell lot of these dinner sets. Okay, lot of dinner sets, variety of dinner sets he has got, and he wants to sell. Now these dinner sets, when people are looking at, the customers usually want to open up all the packaging, they want to check everything, they want to check design, everything, and then only buy. Now this salesman has come home, okay, or come to your area where many customers are buying. So his presence of mind is, who is seeing what is happening surrounding him, how many products are on the table, or how many products is he showing. Okay, which product he has to show for which income level customer, or which mindset customer. Okay, all that has to be understood. And he, see, the main two qualities he has to have is empathy and ego drive. So he should not be egoistic, saying why should I show, you're not giving me some charity. All that words should not come from a good salesman mouth. He has to be empathetic. Empathetic means I stand in your shoes and I understand your situation. Okay, that is empathy. Now if someone comes and say, ma'am, I'm not feeling well, I would like to go home for this class. So we will usually stand in your shoes and see, okay, so what might be the problem? We want to know what is your problem. And then, okay, it must be difficult for you. So please go home. We give you permission. So we are being empathetic here. Okay, now it is COVID-19 situation. So government should be empathetic for these poor people, or migrant workers. They have to be empathetic, and they have to send them back home by making some arrangements. So that is empathy. Then ego's drive is, he should understand which person, how is his, okay, what is the mentality of each customer. Salesman himself cannot be an egoistic person. Then what happens? Nobody will buy his product. They will say, if not you, somebody else will come and sell the product. We will buy the product from them. So a good salesman must have presence of mind. That presence of mind is very very important. And then good common sense. When somebody is asking some doubt regarding the product, you should not take it as a silly doubt, but you should make sure you have to answer the doubt even if it is silly, because customers are the ultimate people who buy the products. If you are a customer, you purposefully might ask silly questions, but then the opposite person should have patience to answer all the questions. And then there is technical quality. Now, technical quality is all about the product. Now, how to use the product, what if the product, see, every customer will have what if. Okay, you get one, let's say iron box. You want to iron your clothes, you get an iron box. uh, when you go to buy an iron box, you will ask, is this company good? Okay, what if I get a current shock from this? Okay, then he will explain, see, there is the wire is insulated, the product inside is very good, this has this mechanism, they will use this signals to be given in the iron box, you have so many modes to be used. So he's going to explain you about the technicality of the product. Or say, suppose you've bought a vacuum cleaner. Now, vacuum cleaner, you will have so many questions. Where can I use the vacuum cleaner? How do I use the vacuum cleaner? How do I clean the vacuum cleaner? Then how to store it? Which nozzle for which particular place to clean? Now, you'll have certain adjustments in the vacuum cleaner. Okay, so few of them you should be using. Okay, few of them you should be using in for the window cleaning. Few of them you can use for floor cleaning. Few you can use it to clean the mats, door mats. Okay, and a few adjustments you can use them in the car cleaning also, or computer cleaning. Now, these are certain technical aspects which are supposed to be understood about the product. So this is one more quality of a salesman. So these are first four qualities. To revise everything again once: physical quality, the salesperson should be good to look at. It's not about he should be fair, he should look like a movie hero. Nobody is asking about that. He should look smart, not handsome. Nobody is talking about handsomeness here. He should look smart, so that when the customer looks at the salesperson, they should think, okay, there is some responsible person, let us go and buy the product. And he should dress up well. Dressing up well is not wearing suit every day. Okay, even though if it is formals, the dressing sense for color matching, or the way it has been bought or owned, everything has to be proper. And he should have a good smile on his face. So many of them, even though they fake smile, that nothing can be done. A good salesman has to have all that. Coming to social qualities, the person should be able to understand the customer. They should be able to convince the customer. They have to be very polite. Okay, polite means they should not get angry very instantly. They should keep their calm. They're like, okay, now what is your questions? Please say, I will be answering the questions. So if customer is also shouting, salesman is also shouting, then there is no point. Even if customer shouts, salesman has to be very, very calm, and he has to explain about the product. No, so if you get into any store, something like Pi or Chroma, any of these electrical store, big stores, okay, so or get into any showroom kind of a thing, Trends, then you have Pantaloons, Peter England, all this, any kind of store, you will have a salesman who will be there to help you. First they will immediately come and wish, good morning ma'am, if it is good afternoon, good evening. For night and all, they don't wish good night, they wish good evening only. Okay, so good evening is used commonly. Then after that they will ask, may I help you, or how can I help you? So they are there to help you all the time. So if you have anything, any query, or if you want to know about the price of the product, quality of the product, you can ask them. So those are social qualities. How good are they with the people? Okay, so that is a social quality. And one more thing, salesman must be a very, very good listener. If he has ability to listen, then he is a good salesman. because people, for a salesman, people will be waiting to talk everything about the product. Okay, they will say, okay, last week I bought that product, this product, they'll say all stories, but still the salesman must sit down and listen to them. Okay, and he should not offend anybody. He should not speak in between when somebody is speaking, or he should not prove that his point is wrong. Leave out, let customer win. So there is no problem with that. Then coming to mental qualities, he should not be an egoistic person. He should understand the customer by by being empathetic, means to understand from customer's view, or stand in customer's view and understand. He should also be a little intelligent and have presence of mind. So that is mental quality. Technical quality, to have a very good knowledge about the technicalities of the product. So any doubt in first 4 points? Are you all clear with this slide? Okay, so we have one more point under qualities of a good salesman, that is other qualities. Now in other qualities, a salesman, what are the other small things which the salesman must have? The first one is he should have a very good memory power and observation. Now salesmen, many times they will not be given a chance to speak. Okay, customers will start speaking and they'll speak forever, over and over again, they keep speaking. So salesmen must simply stand there, observe and listen. Okay, so let's say for one store, the one customer will come who will see the product, select the product quickly and buy and leave the store. Okay, that is one type of customer. There is another type of customer who comes, who takes out all the product from the shelf. They will not buy anything. They will start fighting and they will leave. Okay, this is another type. There is another customer number 3, who comes, who will see the product, who will think for 2 hours. At last, some product they will buy and go. There are many more types of customers like this. So first thing the salesman has to do is just observe what kind of a person or a customer he is. Now, if he is talking too much or if he is not talking too much, or if he wants to see too much of products, everything has to be kept in mind, observed, and then certain products has to be shown regarding that. Then the salesman must be honest and should try to win the customer through false and misleading representation. He should not, okay, there's a little mistake here. He should be honest and he should not try to win them through misleading. He should not mislead the people. Okay, so that is what is okay, there's that not which has been missed out here. Okay, he should be honest. He should not try to win the customer through false and misleading representation. Okay, so that is what. So salesman must be honest. He should not say, okay, now this product is good, that product is good, we are not able to do this, that and all that. So they should make sure they should make sure that all these products whichever been shown will be proper and can be used by every set of customers. Then salesman must be a man of sound character, loyal and dependent. He must perform his duties sincerely. So now if salesman himself is not loyal, which means he himself is not using the product, see, or if he is not able to give out the presentation of the product properly, he's not good at communication, then he cannot become a proper salesman. Now if you happen to visit any of the automobile shop, cars, let's take for example Hyundai now, or Hero, let's stick to Hyundai. Now you go to Hyundai showroom, it doesn't mean that all the Hyundai salesmen will have a Hyundai car, right? Or if person working in BMW, or if person working in Audi, does not mean that they have those cars. Okay, but their work is to promote the cars. Sorry, their work is to promote the cars and make sure they sell the cars. So the person, the salesperson, should be very loyal towards his work. Okay, it doesn't mean he has to buy the cars there. He should be loyal towards his work. He should do his work very sincerely to make sure to give proper information to the customers, and the sales are increased by his loyalty. That altogether is called a sound character. Fine. Then the salesman must have wide knowledge about the product he's selling and the company he is representing. Even though if he is a fresher to a salesman job, he should do enough research regarding the product, regarding the company, and then only he must go for the job. Okay. Today, in today's scenario, please be very, very careful. Do your own research. You have lot of information online. Do your own research, know the information, and then only get into any company. It's not only salesman here, it's a general statement. You have to make your own research for yourself, for your career, for your own goodness. Okay, so for salesman, he should have a very good knowledge about where he is working and what he is selling. Then he must have capacity to inspire trust. Now, if you go to any shop, let's take for example, if anybody happens to go to Kanchipuram, where you get good saris. Okay, now there in a store, there will be salesmen. The way they talk, you feel like, yes, whatever they're saying is true. Okay, no matter they say real information or false information, but still the way they put forth the information to you, you feel, yes, whatever they're saying is true. I should buy this particular textile or clothes or anything. So this good salesman, that is one of the good salesman quality. Salesman will be able to convince the customer, motivate the customer to buy the product. So they will also say, no problem sir, next time you can pay us the amount. Now you can pay 5% of the amount, tomorrow you can get another amount, or you have credit card, we will take debit card, UPI, other wallets. They give you so many options to persuade you to buy the product. So these are other qualities. To revise with other qualities, they should have good memory power and observation. They should be honest and not give false information. They should be a man of sound character. Like you should be able to believe them. That is important, and they should be sincere with their work. And salesman must have wide knowledge about the product, what he is selling, which company he is working, all that he should know. And another important quality of a salesman is he should inspire or motivate that trust factor. You should believe the person and buy the product. Any doubts in this slide? Okay. So to continue with, that was one important question for 6 marks. Then another important question here is role of personal selling. Now, where all this personal selling is very, very important, and how this personal selling will help us in improving our sales. Okay, so the first one is importance to the businessmen. Now, on overall businessmen, it's not about how much they're selling. It is for the management. Okay, for management also, how much it is important. Personal selling is an important tool to increase the it's actually sales. There's a little typing mistake here, okay, which is important for business due to the following reasons. So there are certain factors under importance to businessmen. The first one is effective promotional tool. So this personal selling can be effectively used to promote the product or promote the service. Let's take an example and understand. Now, you can take an example of Urban Clap also. Now, these people come home and help you out in case you want to, get something done at home. You want a parlor person at home. If you're not able to go out, then again, Urban Clap can be used. Or you want a plumber or carpenter. Any such technical person is required to be at home, then also they will be able to get through Urban Clap platform. So that here they're only trying to talk about how good the products are and how easy it is to promote the product with personal selling. Now when that person comes home, that person will be able to actually understand your needs and cater to you in a proper way. So that is effective promotional tool. Then flexible tool. This personal selling is very flexible because let's take an example of a LIC person, LIC agent. Now this LIC agent, you can say him, you can call him at any point of time if you want to buy a policy. Instead he will be waiting, and he will say, yes sir, I will be present at this particular time, I will come and buy and all that. So that is for one very flexible region. Many of them will prefer, or many of them will have the agents or the assistants to work on with. Okay, so that is flexible tool. Then minimum wastage of efforts. Now wherever it is required to sell the product, only there they will put a lot of effort into it. If at all the personal seller or the salesman thinks that no, it is not necessary to put so much of effort, he will drop it out. He will keep quiet and observe what is happening in and around. So rest of it can be understood later. So but if he thinks, yes, these people are gonna buy the product, then for sure he will may put all his efforts to sell the product to the customers. So that is minimum wastage of efforts. Now when compared to advertisements or any other way of promotion, personal selling, they will see where it is required to put effort and where it is not. Then customer attention. This is very nice in personal selling, because the customer will give full attention when the person is in front of you. At least to respect the person, they will give full attention. So that is why they will have to understand the customer needs and help them out. Then relationship. This is there for many years now. Before also, not in these modern times, but way before, you used to have certain provision stores, especially provision stores, where people used to keep it on account and go. Okay, they used to buy the products, but they would say, please maintain an account. Once I get salary or once I get some amount, I am gonna pay you the amount. Okay, so that was what this scenario. Even today that is there, but it is reduced a lot nowadays. Okay, so what happens those times is, you will have this one salesman inside who will try to help you a lot, or try to help the people who are not able to pay a lot. So everybody is at benefit. Now how everybody is at benefit? One thing is, what you can do with that is, you will have to say them, see, I will pay at the end of the month. Okay, fine, you're paying at the end of the month, so I am getting the money, no problem. Another way, my I'm also selling my products, so I am also at advantage side. So you maintain a good relationship with these people in the stores. They will give you discounts, they will make sure you get better services. All that happens today also. It is present, but in a very few places. Okay, today's scenario is like, customers themselves are not loyal. Okay, if they want one shirt, if they don't get in store 1, they will go to store 2. If they don't get in store 2, they'll go to store 3, store 4, store 5. So they don't mind going and checking in many places. So that is why these relationships between the personal seller or the salesman and the customer is very, very less. Then personal support. Now personal selling salesman will make sure he helps you out throughout the process of buying the product. Now if you're buying some product like car, okay, now this procedure is a little too much to book a car. First you'll have to go check, test drive, select, decide, then buy the car. Then you'll have to say them, okay, I'm gonna pay so much first, then I'm gonna take a loan and pay, then give me the certificates or the documentation. There are so many things that has to be done. So if the personal seller or the salesman is there, he will do maximum of the work and he will only ask you to put the signature at the end. Then very effective to introduce new products. Personal selling is the best way, I could say, to introduce a new product, because people, if they are buying any new products, then they will have a lot of doubt about it. They don't trust the product. For example, we can take cosmetics. Cosmetics is where personal selling is very much required. Now any sort of cosmetic you can take, something, any skincare products also. Now in this, if you want to use a conditioner, hair conditioner, then when you have to use, how you have to use, that is a big question. So personal seller or the salesman must help you in explaining it. Or if you want to use a hair gel, okay, to make your hairs stand in one particular way or one particular side, then again you can ask them how to use it and what are the precautions to be taken. Should you wash your hair before using it, or it is okay to apply it on any sort of hair? All that is also important to know. So if it is a new product, it is very good if the salesman is present and he is able to solve all the doubts. It is something like this: when you join the college and when the course is very new to you, you have lot of doubts. How many subjects are there, how to write examinations, how to pay the exam fees, or how to pay other fees, how to register. There are so many questions, and there are people who are going to help you out there. So similarly, in the product industry also, there will be people to help you out. So this is first point under role of personal selling, that is importance to the businessman. Any doubt in this slide? No doubts? Fine. Let's quickly finish off this part of it also. So continued with the another set of role of personal selling is importance to customer. So first we saw importance to businessmen. This is importance to customer. Now importance to customer is only major one point is they will get all the required information that they have to get. Okay. Now if I give you a good night liquid, okay, a small I hope everybody knows a good night liquid which is used at home. Okay. Now if I give you that, I should also say you a precaution that you're not supposed to open and touch it or open and keep it anywhere. Please keep it out of reach for the kids should not touch all this good night liquid or coil and everything. So I have to give certain precautions for every product. Similarly, when any salesman is selling the product, he should not only talk about the good or the positive points, he should also say the precautions. Now when you buy a mobile phone, okay, everybody knows that if you put the mobile phone into the water, it will not be working, right? So apart from that, if there are any battery problems, or he should say, or the salesperson can advise you to maintain the minimum applications or apps in the phone, so your phone is on a long run. So all these are importance or important points a customer is always curious about. So that is importance to customer. Then importance to society. Importance to society is personal selling brings the following positive effects. Now in this positive effect, what will happen is he will convert the latest demand into effective demand. So here the demand is does not last for a long time. Now during COVID you have the demand for the mask, but after some time the demand will go away. People will be fine using any other cloth for that. So those are that is one of the importance to society. Okay, the rest of the points we will see in the next class. Any doubts until here? No, understood everything? Fine, we'll stop it here. We'll continue in the next class.